Hello everyone. Welcome to TELLS Videtionary. Today, March 16th, our word of the day is quaint. Q-U-A-I-N-T. Quaint. Quaint is a 6-letter word and an adjective. Remember, adjectives are words that describe the qualities or states of being of nouns: enormous, dog-like, silly, yellow, fun, fast. They can also describe the quantity of nouns: many, few, millions, 11. Quaint means attractive because of being unusual and especially old-fashioned. In other words, attractively unusual or old-fashioned. Quaint means strange and unusual in an old-fashioned and charming way. It's a word you'd use to describe a little store that sells tea cozies and antique tea services, or your grandmother's habit of calling the radio the wireless. There is a commonly used sarcastic sense of quaint. When something is run down or shabby and you're trying to say something positive, you might substitute how quaint for how interesting. In Middle English, this adjective meant clever or cunning. Its origin is Old French quainte, quaint, from Latin cognitus known, from connoisseur to learn. Quaint is an intriguing word that can add a touch of charm and nostalgia to your sentences. Incorporating the word quaint can bring a unique flair to your language. Here are some tips on how to use this exact word or phrase in a sentence. Describing a place. When describing a picturesque or old-fashioned location, quaint can be the perfect word to capture its charm. For example, the small village was filled with quaint cottages, cobblestone streets, and blooming gardens. Characterizing objects. If you want to highlight the attractiveness or unusual nature of an object, quaint can be a great choice. For instance, she had a collection of quaint teacups, each with its own delicate pattern and story. Depicting a person. When describing someone who possesses a unique or old-fashioned charm, quaint can be used to convey their individuality. For example, the elderly gentleman had a quaint sense of style, always wearing a bow tie and suspenders. Expressing nostalgia. Quaint can evoke a sense of nostalgia, making it ideal for reminiscing about the past. For instance, as she walked through the old bookstore, the scent of aged books brought back quaint memories of her childhood. Contrasting modernity. In a world dominated by technology and fast-paced lifestyles, quaint can be used to highlight the simplicity and slower pace of the past. For example, the small town's main street was lined with quaint shops, a refreshing change from the bustling malls of the city. Setting a scene. When setting the stage for a story or describing a particular atmosphere, quaint can help create a vivid image in the reader's mind. For instance, the cozy cafe was filled with the aroma of freshly brewed coffee, soft jazz music, and quaint artwork adorning the walls. Enhancing descriptions. If you want to add a touch of elegance or sophistication to your sentences, quaint can be used to elevate your descriptions. For example, the bride walked down the aisle in a quaint lace gown, radiating timeless beauty. Complementing architecture. Quaint is often used to describe unique or charming architectural styles. For instance, the old church had a quaint steeple, its weathered bricks telling stories of generations past. Portraying a small size. When referring to something small or diminutive, quaint can be used to emphasize its delicate nature. For example, the quaint little shop was filled with handmade trinkets and treasures. Evoking a sense of comfort. Quaint can also be used to describe a cozy and comforting environment. For instance, the bed and breakfast had a quaint, rustic charm, with its crackling fireplace and homemade breakfasts. Remember, using the word quaint in your sentences can add a touch of elegance, nostalgia, or uniqueness. By incorporating this word effectively, you can enhance your speaking and writing and captivate your readers with vivid descriptions and imagery. Similar words include picturesque, charming, sweet, attractive, bizarre, cranky, curious, eccentric, far out, old-fashioned, unusual, different, out of the ordinary. Examples of sentences using quaint are: My grandmother's quaint home is filled with knickknacks from her childhood. As I walked through the quaint shop, I felt as though I was transported back in time. Before I left the old house, I had to sit in the quaint rocking chairs on the front porch. The quaint village does not appear to have changed since it was first settled in the early 1900s. In Spain, we visited a cobblestone plaza with quaint little cafes around its perimeter. The quaint decorations in the hotel made me recall the fun summers I spent in my grandparents' mountain cabin. Make sure to save this new word, quaint, so you can practice using it in your everyday sentences. That's all for today. Thank you for spending your time with me. I hope you learnt something new. Remember, practice makes perfect, and we'd love to hear from you, so leave a comment after every video. All comments are welcome. Don't forget to like and share this video. Subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you receive similar videos every day. Have a fulfilling day. See you tomorrow. Cheers!